from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Attack! Yellow! Hey, Riblet! Right side!
Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The Chiefs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Fire down these two.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep. Going to run with Madison again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense for the Chiefs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Madison running left, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ball under 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
That's to Bowers once again. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He gets away from 1. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, Sunday.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
For the returner, Trey Tucker going to bring this one out. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
down these two. Fire down these two. Attack, attack. Right side.
Now Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Yellow, yellow. Right side.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific, because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Madison getting it again on second. That's some strong running. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So from the 26-yard line, here's second and a yard. Back to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, 26 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. Powers by at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Again, it's Pacheco. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Good footwork at the 30. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. On play action, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Come back. 15. Hey, 15. Right side.
Mahomes now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now it's Mahomes again. That'll be caught by Rice. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. The tight end in motion right. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Come on, set.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Hardman on the return.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This goes out wide from Matt.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Madison is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 70 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Still going. They can't stop him.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And now here's another interception.
Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run the full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
On the toss, Madison.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for the Raiders, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try for a better outcome next week as they head to D.C. to take on the Washington Commanders.